Ladies and gentlemen, we have info on Dynasty, and it is a doozy. If you missed the release of this info, I'm going to sum up literally everything that we know so far about this set, about the little secret hidden things that we've found on the website thus far. We're going to talk about literally everything that we possibly can cover with regards to this next set, which is, by the way, a supplemental set. And I've said this time and time again, supplemental sets are my favorite type of sets. I just love them. They're just good. Supplemental sets are the best. They allow you to play the game in a completely different way than you could before a supplemental set. That's why they're cool. And this is going to be a good one. Well, it's shaping up to be a good one. Just look at that logo. I mean, the logo's literally got a dragon and a phoenix on one side and the other. So this set is releasing November 11th. Spoiler season for this set starts November the 1st, which means spoiler season for this set will actually be happening through the Worlds event, which is really interesting. I don't know how they're going to handle that, but I'm very curious, because if the set releases November 11th, maybe they're going to try to round it out before the Worlds thing, but I don't think they can squeeze all the spoilers in. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Nevertheless, this is essentially a set that is themed around the Imperial Palace of Volcor. As you can see right here, it literally says it. Takes you inside the Imperial Palace of Volcor. And from a lore perspective, this is essentially the Uprising narrative, but from the Emperor's side of things. And it's kind of cool the way that they've done this from a lore perspective, because again, if you're taking this storyline just from the perspective of Phi and Dromai, then the Emperor is just a bad guy and nobody likes him, right? That's all it is. But the Emperor, and they hinted at this in a recent article, and I mentioned it in a video. The Emperor is both, I mean, he's beladen with power and riches and things like that. Good for him, right? But he also has a responsibility. And when his name was released, I wondered if that responsibility that he has is perhaps more weighty than one might think. And it does appear to be the case that the Emperor has some perhaps secret and very important jobs and roles that, if he does not play, could lead to very, very bad things for the world. And that is incredibly cool. Oh my god, it's incredibly cool. If you want to know more about this, I'm going to make another lore video. I promise. I promise I'll get to it. I got to do one for the Phi and the Dromai portion so that you can understand where we're at from there. But this one deserves this one deserves a video, because just click that and read it. Just click it and read it. And then you can also read his lore on his hero page as well, which is pretty good as well. I'm just going to say it. The way that they've made the Emperor, chef's kiss, because it's not just one-dimensional bad guy. It's really cool. Okay, so let's talk about the set itself. I don't want to dive too far into the lore in just the video. I do want to give you a little taste, though, so you go search it out for yourself. The first thing that they really dive into is this idea that we have these relics. Because again, if this is a set that takes place in the Imperial Palace, and you're just walking around, you see all this opulence, all this riches, and you see all of these relics, like for example the Crown of Dominion, which is a legendary. It's one of the 5 legendaries in this set. By the way, the Emperor, if you just wanted to know, the Emperor himself, oh, it's so tiny, is a legendary as well. So that's 2 of the 5 legendaries we know. So the Emperor is a legendary rarity hero, which I know is going to mess with some people. But you gotta find the Emperor in order to play with the Emperor. He's got a little drawback though, so I guess there's some balance there. Nevertheless, you can open this relic, this Crown of Dominion, in normal legendary version, like rainbow foil, I would imagine. Might even get the cold foil version of this. I'm not actually sure. But then you can also open the Marvel version. And not only is it the Marvel version, it's like this beautiful Crucible of War-esque bordering. Oh my god, be still my heart. That is incredible. I can't wait to see this in person. I will never open one of these cards. I have to hold that in myself. I gotta remember, it's probably not gonna happen. That's gonna be a super rare card to open, but that would be cool. That card looks insane. By the way, We do know what Royal is. Royal is an attribute. It is not a talent, and I was kind of hoping that it wasn't a talent, and I said that it wasn't a talent, so looks like we got that right. It says when you equip the Crown of Dominion here on this card, create a gold token, and we do have gold as well. And yes, gold follows the pattern. Copper, you had to pay 4 to draw a card. Silver, you had to pay 3 to draw a card. Gold, you pay 2 to draw a card. So gold, we can actually look at over here on the good old Emperor's side of things. This is, by the way, this is just the Emperor's page. Gold, pay 2, draw a card. Crown of Dominion looks insane. Also, the normal one has a quote from the Emperor. It says, "I will watch over this dynasty till my very last breath. Its power, its riches, and its enemies I take as my own." That's a pretty cool quote. So you can get some of these relics in this incredible border. Holy crap, that looks so good. Okay, so let's break down the both the dates I mentioned already. Card preview season starts November the 1st. The World's tournament is like the 4th. It's like the 4th, so it's gonna be like this really interesting overlap. The set comes out like the next week, November 11th. I bet you they're gonna do something at Worlds with this. No, they can't. You can't draft it. I don't know. Maybe they do something. That'd be interesting if they did. Dynasty product configuration. Okay, this is where things get interesting. I have something else pulled up alongside of this. This is a 247 card set with 1 Fabled, 5 Legendaries, 51 Majestics, 81 Rares, 109 Commons, good lord, and 14 Marvels, which I'm assuming are just variants of another card, but you count them as cards in set. Like supplemental sets in Flesh and Blood, they are 10 cards per pack, 24 packs per display, 4 displays per case. Here's what I want to compare this to. Look at these numbers right here. So there's 5 Legendaries, okay? So if we compare that to Everfest, Everfest had the 3 Legendary number. Everfest had 45 Majestics. This Dynasty has the good old-fashioned, where'd it go? There it is. 51 Majestics. So we have 6 more Majestics? Yeah, 6 more Majestics. 61 Rares, but now there's 81 Rares, which is like a ton more. And then, of course, they upped the amount of commons. 88 commons. That's showing up, okay. 88 commons, and then we have just a billion commons over here. Literally 109 commons. So they went crazy with all the numbers. They really upped all the numbers for this set, which I think is good. I mean, that's when you want to just supplement all these heroes and perhaps now all the talents as well. This is how you have to go about doing it, is by literally upping that number right there. 247 card set. That's the way to do it. It's the same thing as far as distribution, but they have raised the price by about $10 for MSRP. But apparently, and I was talking about this in my Discord with everybody as well, apparently Magic the Gathering did this as well, and just like prices in general are going up. So I'm assuming that's what it is. So prices are going up. But I don't know. It could be something else. It could be that they just needed to raise the price in general. I'm not sure. I can't speak to what would cause that. Hey, check out the pack. That's a crazy looking pack. I love the oxidized copper choice because it's a really nice contrast to just like the fiery nature of it all. Also, this is, by the way, this is the seat that you sit in, which is really cool. Paper packs again. Paper packs. Gotta love the paper packs. The box looks really sick. Those boxes are going to look crazy on the back here. I think they're going to look better than the Uprising boxes. I feel like I should just dedicate like a wall of just like empty boxes. I think that'd be cool. This is going to look really good. There are a couple of other things that we should probably touch on, one of which being, of course, the Emperor. The Emperor is a legendary hero, and the Emperor does have this Imperial Warhorn. I'm going to just zoom in like crazy, see if we can get this bigger on the screen. Oh, gosh. Oh, did I break it? Oh, no. Okay, well, it is what it is. So the Imperial Warhorn is a really interesting Majestic from this set. It's a 2-cost Majestic. It is red, so you can play it, but you have to pay 2 for this, which means you have to give 2 cards from your hand. Go back. Thank you. It's a legendary. You can only play 1. It says, action, pay 1, destroy this. Choose any number of heroes. So great for UPF already. Each of them chooses an ally, aura, item, or landmark permanent they control. Destroy each permanent chosen this way. If you are a royal, instead you choose the permanent. So again, we go back to this idea of what a royal is. A royal is an attribute that you can have that is referenced on cards where you get the benefit. This is what I had predicted, and this is what it turns out to be. I mean, it's not like this is like some groundbreaking prediction. It's kind of, it makes sense, and it's cool. It's a cool thing. In this instance, if you're a royal, you get the benefit of choosing said permanent. That's going to happen on other cards as well. I'm just straight up. I mean, it makes sense, right? Gold is, I'm just so pumped about gold as well. I'm just so pumped. Okay, other things that we should talk about. If we go to Heroes of Fab, there's another hero here, dude. Okay, so we have the Emperor, and the Emperor's kind of cut off. I'll zoom back out to normal frame. So we have the Emperor, which is a Draconic Warrior Wizard. We also have this guy, which looks like his bodyguard. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say it's a Draconic Guardian. Because Guardians like the new Runeblade, and they're going to have like 3 different types of Guardians. They're going to have like the normal Guardian, Elemental Guardian, and Draconic Guardian. I think that makes sense. But tell me what you think in the comments below. Do you think this is a Guardian, or do you think this is a new class? Some people are saying like it's a Dragoon, a Draconic Dragoon, and that would be interesting. I think if there's another hero, which they don't have a spot for right now, but maybe they're trying to hide it. I think if there's another hero, I'm calling Assassin, but I think the question is if they're, because they mentioned that there was going to be a new class in this set. I think that's just what they're calling the new class, which is a dual class hero. So if these are the only 2 heroes, quote unquote, in the set, then I would guess that this is just a Draconic Guardian, and this is the new hero, the new class is the dual class version of the Emperor. So we have 3 more legendaries that we don't know about, because we do know that the Emperor is a legendary. We know that the Crown of whatever, because there's a billion crowns, Crown of Dominion is a legendary. Tell me what you think the other 3 legendaries are. Also, tell me what you think the Fable is in the comments down below. And if I like your comment, maybe I'll agree with you. I don't know. If you got something out of this, if you're excited for this set, if you're pumped to see where this goes, let me know in a comment below. If you enjoyed the video, maybe make that number climb up a tiny bit more. Make a number go to another number. As always, thanks for watching. Oh, hey, one more thing. So I didn't notice this myself, but it was pointed out by one of my Discord moderators. If you click the Dynasty key art, and then you just like look down here, it's like really cool, right? You zoom in, you can look around, you can see like, oh, there's the Emperor, you know, moving his way up to the throne. You got people over here. They're all bowing in reverence. It's pretty fun. On this side, you've got Kano. Kano. Lighting that dude on fire. He's just sitting. Look, he's turned. It's clearly Kano, clearly lighting the back of that person's clothes on fire. That's the only person doing that. Who else could it be? I mean, let's be honest. If I could zoom in even more, I would, but I don't think. Oh, look, we can. It also looks horrifying. It's like got this gaping maw. That's a terrifying. Anyway, nevertheless, that is Kano lighting a man on fire while everyone else is bowing in reverence. I think it's hilarious.